Lisa và ekip của hệ thống truyền hình Vietv Directv Network xin kính chào quý vị khán thính giả. Kính thưa quý vị, hiện tại chúng tôi đang có mặt tại chương trình cộng đồng South Bay Progressive Alliance do co-sponsor của California Family Working nhằm ủng hộ các ứng cử viên endorsed candidate cho ứng cử viên Hội đồng thành phố San Jose. Và ngay bây giờ xin mời quý vị cùng chúng tôi gặp gỡ, lắng nghe và ý kiến của từ các ứng cử viên của Hội đồng thành phố San Jose. Dạ, thưa cô, theo cô, cái biggest issue của cộng đồng San Jose facing today là như thế nào thưa cô?
Ngay ở trong khu vực 7 á, thì nó hơi khác với khu vực 5 một chút. Đó là mình có nhiều cái tội phạm á, hầu như mỗi ngày có những cái sự mà chị Lisa cũng biết đó, nào là trộm cướp, nào là cướp bóc, nào là giết người, nào là rác rưởi, rất là nhiều thứ mà mình phải giúp cho cộng đồng mình vượt qua cái đó. Và đồng thời về vấn đề mà nhà cửa cũng còn đang thiếu kém, rồi về vấn đề childcare cho con trẻ em cũng cần phải được cải tổ và siết chặt hơn, rồi những cái chương trình after school programs cũng phải được thực hiện. Thì đó là những cái mà thành ra mong muốn sẽ được phục vụ quý vị và tranh đấu cho cái quyền lợi của cộng đồng mình.
Okay, Mr. Otis, you and I know that San Jose are the most unsafe city, right? So what are you concerned about our safety in the community?
Absolutely. You know, public safety remains my North Star as a council member. That's why I have advocated to increase our first responders budget to make sure that we're hiring both police and our firefighters. I've also been an advocate to address blight. In East San Jose, we have a lot of illegal dumping. We have a lot of trash. In the budget, I'm advocating specifically for a team to drive around East San Jose and respond to trash, because our families aren't trash. We deserve clean neighborhoods and we deserve a safe community, and those are things that I have delivered as a council member, and I'm going to continue to do that in my second term.
It's very great to hear. Và trở lại với cô, nếu mà cô đắc cử ứng cử viên, cái điều quan trọng cô sẽ làm cho cộng đồng là cái gì thưa cô?
Cái điều quan trọng mà cộng đồng mình đang mong mỏi là làm sao có được cái tiếng nói mạnh mẽ hơn ở trong hội đồng thành phố, để mỗi khi mình cần cái gì họ phải đáp ứng. Như bây giờ thì nhiều khi họ không có để ý tới mình vì mình không có được phục vụ đến nơi đến chốn. Cho nên đó là điều trước tiên. Điều thứ nhì là cái Vietv Garden, cái vườn truyền thống phải được cải tổ, phải được làm đẹp hơn, vì mình chờ đợi lâu lắm rồi. Bây giờ phải cần có một người có đủ khả năng để mà mang hết những cái nguồn tài lực vào trong đó và làm cho nó khởi sắc. Và thêm bên cạnh nữa là làm cho cái khu vực 7 trở thành là cái hòn ngọc của thành phố San Jose và là nơi an toàn. Quý vị có thể đến làm việc, quý vị có thể mở thương mại, quý vị có thể sống một cách thoải mái, bước ra đường không có sợ ai đánh mình hết.
Cảm ơn cô. I hope both of you good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. We're going to work very well together.
Kính thưa quý vị, chương trình hôm nay là dịp để cộng đồng cùng gặp gỡ, lắng nghe và tìm hiểu thêm về những ứng cử viên đang mang theo tiếng nói và khát vọng phục vụ cho người dân San Jose. Hôm nay cộng đồng đã có cơ hội gặp gỡ và lắng nghe những chia sẻ đầy ý nghĩa từ endorsed candidate for San Jose City Council, Mr. Peter Ortiz, cô Hđtp Nguyễn, Mr. Gordon Chester. Với tinh thần phục vụ cộng đồng và mong muốn tạo nên những thay đổi tích cực cho thành phố San Jose, các ứng cử viên hôm nay đã mang đến nhiều thông điệp ý nghĩa và đầy cảm hứng.
Peter Ortiz and I served years ago on the County Board of Education. And this is a man that had the same passion and the same principles, whether he was in closed session or public session, talking to a group of people. He was the quintessential passionate, highly committed to social justice, brave, studies of the issues was always his practice, and I'm very proud to call him my former colleague. Thank you, Peter.
All right, South Bay Progressive Alliance, how we doing? We're doing good. You ready to support some progressive candidates? Hell yeah! All right. Truly, I just want to let you all know how full my heart is right now to see this room filled up with smiling faces, with friends, with activists, individuals who I know are passionate about, doing the same type of stuff that I do on a daily basis, advocating for working people, advocating for our youth, lifting up our most vulnerable population, whether that be immigrants, communities of color. The same people who unfortunately have been under attack by this federal administration. And let's be real, the conditions weren't so well even before this federal administration for these populations. And so, it's good to be around my fellow comrades, if we want to use a familiar term. When it comes to running for office, it can be very nerve-wracking. As my colleague had mentioned, the amount of special interest that comes in, whether that's corporate interests, property owners, land speculators, individuals who have benefited from the status quo. Right? But if we think about it, right, if we want to change the status quo, we can't continue to seek their money. We have to make an intentional stand and say, enough is enough. Say it with me. Enough is enough. Right? We can't be bought by special interests. When we get into elected office, there's one individual, there's one group of people that we should be beholden to, and that's the voters of our district. Whether it be, the voters of District 7, my good friend, Hđtp, who I'm very passionate to advocate for. Or it's going to be our next District 9 council member, Gordon, who I know is going to do a good job. No, I'm really honored to stand amongst these great leaders. Leaders who honestly didn't just start doing this work. We see time and time again individuals who, when they say, oh, I want to run for office, and they start getting all these group support just because of who they are, what they look like. But honestly, HG and Gordon, they've been doing this for years. Gordon, an employee for the city of San Jose. Who knows more about how the city should run than an individual who's dedicated his life to public service? HG, someone who came here as a refugee, a small business owner, small business advocate. HG works for my office, and she honestly has taken our office to the next level. I truly appreciate your work, HG. You've really made me Now, I will put up our team against anyone here in San Jose when it comes to standing up for the rights of workers, standing up for the rights of immigrants, and for our working class and mom and pop small business owners, because they matter too. Because regardless of whatever candidate says, oh, I'm pro-business, they're not really pro-business, they're pro-tech. They're pro-big money, and time again, when our mom and pop shops are being bulldozed by city bureaucracy or other types of things, council members unfortunately turn a blind eye. And I know that's not going to be the way that we run our districts. I know we run with heart first, we run with passion first, and when we make our decisions based on how working people will feel and how they will be impacted. And so I just really want to thank all of you for supporting us. I want to commit to you that this is just the beginning, right? This is not just about us running for office. When we're in office, we're going to continue to be at the table, working together to bring that progressive change. So thank you so much. Honored to have you guys support, and let's get us all to the San Jose City Council.
What we feel in this room is more than a campaign. This is a movement, and all of you are part of it. HG, come on out here, my friend. HG has been making the rounds, but truthfully, as we talk about her in community, she's always been here. She is someone who will take a call in the middle of the night to help a family in distress. She knows public policy. She's qualified by virtue of her experience, but also her heart, her passion for social justice, and we are delighted to have her as one of the SBPA endorsed candidates. HG.
Thank you so much, Claudia. I just follow in her footsteps, and I know I'm doing the right thing. I'm so grateful tonight to see my mentor, Councilmember Peter Ortiz. you are here, and I can see the spirit. I can see the belief and the encouragement that you have for us. Imagine on June 2nd, the three of us, Gordon, Councilmember Peter Ortiz, and Hđtp are in. The Silent Progressive Alliance and California Working Families Party will be unbeatable. And we can move a lot of policies to help each and every one of us and every family in San Jose. With that, I want to thank each and every one of you. I want to thank the organizer. I'm very, very touched. This is one of the events that will last forever. And when I come to work at City Hall on January 4th, I already know the date. I make sure that all of you are there with me. And we will together make a difference. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Gordon will be ready to serve on day one because he's been serving all along. It is an honor to introduce him.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Gordon Chester, and before I get started, I just want to let everybody know that I do have a small speech impediment, so bear with me a little bit. I really want to thank everybody for being here. I started this, and nobody thought that I was going to be a serious candidate before two groups, and that's San Jose YIMBY and South Bay Progressive Alliance. And that is because you know how important housing justice is. We know how important it is for us to have housing, not just for the people that work in tech. We need housing that works for every single person and more that are in San Jose now and want to be in San Jose in the future. That is what we're going to be able to accomplish. That is how we're going to be able to support small businesses like this in our neighborhoods, continue the growth for small businesses. That's how San Jose is going to be able to afford to invest in us the way that we deserve. So again, I really appreciate, and you know what? Before I forget, I also want to thank Peter, because he's the man that when I first even considered this, I said, I don't know if I can really do this, working a full-time job. And Peter was the one that said, if I could do it, you could do it. So without you, sir, I would not be here today. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for your support, and thank you for supporting South Bay Progressive Alliance.
So much of what we do is to encourage and support candidates, but also to we need sustenance as an organization, not only to contribute to corporate-free candidates, but to go about the work that we undertake between elections and every day on behalf of our values. So I'd like to encourage you to donate to our organization.
We weren't actually pushing ourselves tonight because we wanted to make sure that a lot of funds flowed to the candidates. But if you want to become a member, a paid member of SDPA, it's you go to southbaypa.org and click on membership. It's $25 a year or $99 for a lifetime membership. If you want to give a check to somebody, you can talk to our treasurer over there with the hat and give us money that way. So, thank you.
Could you let us know why you choose Miss Hđtp to be the best candidate?
She's the best candidate because she has very deep roots in the community. I have to say that in talking to community members who have known her for decades, this is not somebody that came out of nowhere to run for office. This is somebody who has long-standing relationships with activists, with everyday people in our community. She's the kind of person that'll pick up the phone in the middle of the night to help a family in distress. She is also somebody who deeply understands public policy, who has relationships with electeds, with community neighborhood leaders, and we have full confidence not only in the fact that she will be elected, but that she's going to be an amazing and effective and deeply compassionate leader. We're very excited about her. Yes.
Kính thưa quý vị, vừa rồi là một số hình ảnh trong buổi gặp gỡ Endorsed Candidate tại South Bay Progressive Alliance do co-sponsor by California Family tổ chức. Đến đây xin được khép lại trong không khí nhộn nhịp vui tươi. Lisa cảm ơn quý vị đã theo dõi phóng sự cộng đồng Lisa tường trình từ thành phố San Jose từ bang California. Xin chúc quý vị một ngày cuối tuần vui vẻ và hạnh phúc. Xin chào tạm biệt.